Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. Got a Liberty Scope 99W for you today. Liberty went through some big changes last year. This is a new width for the scope lineup for 2026. Hooking into that, around 100 millimeter underfoot twin tip ski that works great both on and off trail as well as in the terrain park. A few things keeping this Liberty out of a supremely high performance ceiling are a relatively lightweight and then a pretty flexible tail. So they're certainly emphasizing freestyle characteristics, playfulness, creativity in this ski over power, stability, and ultimate control. They are built with a full poplar wood core, and then the skis also use a phenolic plate underfoot. So phenol is just a stiffer plastic, so they've laid a stiffer plastic in the horizontal manner here underfoot as both binding retention as well as a stiffening agent. But overall, it's a pretty thick wood core for the most part, and that's delivering some nice smoothness and insulation to the ski. This is the 164. We're on the scale here at 1,594 grams. So pretty light. Certainly a lot of the lightness comes in the tips and tails as well as the flex. There's the freestyle component here, certainly indicated by a center mount line. The recommended mount line is probably 4 to 5 centimeters behind that. But we start to see kind of that creativity come through in the flexible nature of the ski in both tips and in the tails. It's pretty rare that you'll find a ski that could be considered, an all-mountain directional twin having such a flexible tail. But that's part of the Scope 99W's charm, is that it allows you to really get into the creative and playful aspect of the sport of skiing. Whether you're in the terrain park or just searching around for natural jumps on the mountain or anything like that, this ski will hold up to whatever type of creativity you can put into it. Shape-wise, there is a nice rocker camber rocker profile, somewhat symmetrical. We found that to be the case kind of with the flex as well, with some symmetry in the shape. So nice positive camber underfoot, and then just a little bit more tip rocker here than tail rocker. And then not a ton of splay on either end. It's a pretty low stance for a twin tip. It's kind of keeping it out of like park specific use or competition use. You certainly could, but most competition oriented park skis are just a little bit more dramatic in their shapes and styles, especially in the tail. Dimensions 130, 99, 119, and a radius of 16 meters here in this 164. It certainly likes to be used in shorter turn format, especially in crud and chop, where just the simple mass of the ski isn't going to be enough to power through variable snow conditions and terrain. I think that shorter and more measured turns are better served for most skiers on a ski like this. We do have some tester feedback here on the Scope 99W, Megan Papineau. She says, like the Radiant, it was super fun, but I had to ski it differently than I normally would have in order to enjoy it. It didn't like carving and didn't like steeps. And I think that any time that you get a ski that is light and has more of a flexible nature, you're going to find that it's not going to hold up as well on steep terrain. But that's not really the point here. The point here is fun, creativity, playfulness, and just a good time overall on the mountain. So if that sounds like you, make sure to check out the Liberty Scope 99W here at SkiEssentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.